Mabusia kron mabusia papa bi. And then mama kwa babiom. There is more to discuss. And then me pese yen share a very important topic. The illusion of dogma. And then me pese yen discuss me fa two things pe na me nemo a discuss it. Christosum, any Christian marriage scam. These two pe and I be pese me no fam tie. Obi ya ade ebetimi ayo wo fe. Na wakope ade nipa na ye no. It's okay. There is no laws. But obi a all ya ade na ade ne ye papa na ye well structured bi ase nipa na wo principles. Enunti no mo kasa spirituality is principles. Enti se wo twe ban nipa na e no kire wo say this Oshun episode ya mi ye a principle something na e fa 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 stages mu. So if you want to celebrate or you want to go with that rituals or you want to go with what I said, this is the principle esesa wo de faso na nipa e benefit. Africa biggest problem ba ko ndey me babe chi atopono so ama ya discussing. We lack principles. Tie, you are not wrong if you feel you cannot change anything that is going on. But you are wrong if you refuse to understand yourself or know yourself. And no, dear, you're very, 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 very wrong. You don't have to do that. Enti enda mama yensha sa niyama mienu. Na me fa Bible en to ho. Because Christo ni biya fapim eye Bible said ya kremoni biya so fapim eye Quran no enti me ba be discuss sa de we with you ni ya hwe se tumi ben e na a Christofo ana Christosom ewo wiase eno e na me pese me ne wo e discuss stages 2 pe ene ye beko. When I was a young lady, I loved church. I started from Pentecost and I married into Church of Christ. So when me fapim, a very strong fapims. So Christopher two way. Paul say ne Bible say you cannot do away with them. Prophet Anoyebo, may he so rest in peace, because I was a singer. I have sung for almost all the old prophets in Ghana. I was a gospel musician. You know. Sometimes people see me and they are like, I say ye nimna, I only me papa. Party be or I akata so until one day. Ya kohone ya kahonumu. Asem me. Nobody is a greater Christian than I am. Asafo Yehovah ni ye wo. Ese montana se a. Ni ye mu se ye duku ye tua ya pampam. Ya bo ye mfita. Ye ni ye start ye. Park so tons. Unka hu bi. Utia ye yoba na o so disco light o mo bo wo sa. Eyo so we better Christian than me no. Me ana me yo Christo ni papa. Me na me breaking grounds. Christianity ni we get tenten in pabo atenten. Ask around. Energy inside shekwa sorry. Omo di matam sa from where anywhere atria everywhere. Omo di matam sa. That time me afre me grace na me hu sisi me ho so. Na me bara me mi agency na me sisi na ye snatch na me gina me hill no so a ye hu skantem so ntini ye de ye ho ti ye kwa sori o ma akonwa wa animu o na nwom no so ye beto pa ma wa fili ni ye wi a me kai pa Dr. Lawrence Tete na o launch ni book e wo Action Chapel ha Spintex Road ha book no mo frɛ no mi remfia mo frɛ no Dangers of Offense na opese o the first one na eche na odi ni autograph gum na nkrofo atena se na sa amre no macheche me ho na me te wo frɛ me o se wo na me po mi dis atam na ehu ye ho no mi si wo na o mo walking to me no be fa the first book no autograph no we chi me na odi che me e wo Action Chapel e wo hotesi a that time no na ye na ye ogboro e ba Christianity na e ba say ya u ba na akachi wo mba ya mo ye di agro any a buttons sa mama ebetumi abo mama typewriter be 10 a type. Okay, mini. I was a staunch believer and I love gospel songs. Me yana na yeto ndwom ayi igwe ene kabiesi eba so no kabiosi o kabiosi o kabiosi o kabiosi mo ye to a na niam esi o ye to ma prophet no omo de manifest omo de minister ko bisa prophet amoaten ato ndwom no ba bia bi Yiva Glass Kanko, Salifu Amuako, Utu Bempa, Orion Cinema. Yani ye kan na BBSC. Ube to me the Akokumasi, or Whim Prayer Center, or Difu Akwabuan. Go and ask them. Something about Christianity makes you feel you are more saved and precious than anyone in the world. That's the feeling. That was the feeling. We were so ignorant that in the middle of people, yak serve you with no mama before you eat to prove a point. Childish behavior. I was doing more than you can think of. Don't forget I was a prophetess. Yes, who was prophesying Michelle come na Michelle come obeti dito cause na dumuni ye kese because na tata muhumi wa soro say I'm doing greater stuff. Most people didn't know, but before I became an apostle, I was a gospel singer. That could be a bepa e. And one of my favorite gospel music was by Yao Sapon and Osomafo. Ana Asomafo. Se me boss I we man na timu say ye start yate. Sa ade amike mu amunya 40 no. Mo nche da hu se na e ho hate nti se sa time na ye minister enwom na ho hia na me won fie sen. Now you see I'm not a child. A verse in the song translates, Christopher will go to church and Ewiasini will also go to church. But Christopher will benefit and have more fortunes than the Ewiasini who also goes to church. Asomafo, ya osafo nenjom. Betumi akon na wahwehwe. Today I'm going to talk about the differences between dogma and the right and scenarios that make religion assume non-existent power. Adekwa Christopher feels omo wo power nyina. Ebema we hu say omo ye powerless. Ema obumfu yet. Hold on. Let's get to the bottom of it. Do your calculation and start bashing me. I'm used to. I'm used to. So don't worry, but don't get angry now. I want you to get to the bottom. Do the calculation and see if you will not get any balance. Me say for questions in I will pick all of them and answer them na mo akwaba. Time with Maame Grace Jumedie and ye be starting. Yo abusia nanso so ye kwasia da bio me mankrankra bia akwaba at the back time with Maame Grace Jumedie kese. So I'm always your prettiest preacher. Call me Kasongo. Babe, call me Queen Osika. And also say Saint Osika. I platform where the prettiest preacher no one echo till. And I used to be Boba Betty and say yet honomo. I need to honomo. Train the pa. Mema wakwaba odokwan, so I appreciate your time and everything. Said I will share your comment and I appreciate it. Mema ankrankra bi akwaba mema nsamanfo ayegu mi page so akwaba gossips am watch page ni so nyina mema mu nyina akwaba mo amo share nso so na mo de akoye chatters mu nyina mema ankrankra biara akwaba. I have one pearl on the platform who keeps screaming, saying I'm on like his show, no, and I'm on like his show. Minu ma. And ya show ni na ye wa show we a serve a whole purpose. A bema guest, a give you ideas, a give you program, set up keke, secretings, nafa table si ho, enumpo revelations ne a shine amount for eye. Into there are a lot of people on this platform. E binumu wo ahuhie mu to extend say omu checho nukro mo blood pressure kosoro obe finding it difficult to like it, but obehwe platform a wo hwe nhwe wi wani eyi ama ye man krankra bi akwaba free samampom e de kosi abosomsom mu Baby ye de ye do bi anti ye man krankra bi akwaba and ye discussing the illusion of dogma eno and then ye discussing the medical catcher say ye be kwa Christosumu na fe ya ko Christofo aware mu ana Yesu mu aware ana nyame mu aware. If there is something like that na fe ya ba be hwe power ben ena Christofo ewo. What is their principles? Omo ankasa original principles omo di operate ana. Obi a only original principle or the operate ade you obi a wate bibi afiri obi te say me editorial me theories. Now we feel say me can mysterious stuff. No apeke baako na wudi ye bibi. You are tapping into my energy, tapping into my light. You can decide to lie, but in spirituality there is no manipulation. Baby, I will fa de any free, you know. Ehɔ no mo aneda. Nti no bi eni wi ase watumi asesa da obewu. Etimi asesa da ye bewo no. Sana spirituality tie is all about principles. In the world, you can defend yourself and say all sort of things, but spiritually, you have no right. First of all, for teaching purposes, and then is for teaching purposes. I want to draw my understanding of certain things concerning how I use them in my editorial. Nti nyesa me sorry ya na me ka me ba beka bibi a chiro ama watie ni ye nu wache ni ye na wakakuleti na wate ase so that na mo bi a wutu no na wunim ni awoye. I use words that I own the principles for its operations. Words am use medjuma me ye nyina no. I have my own principles na me de ye edjuma na ye because I dare be any principles no. Oh, Bobra na unye principled. Oh, yeah, Jumana principles. Any ho. Oh, what marriage your children na omonye principled that they will fall off. And your principles and ye di ye near me ye. Emani to me ye. Because I've realized that people watch my editorials, pick the mysterious ideas I come out with, and instead of giving credit, they just pretend to be the generators of these ideas. So in all my speeches and teachings, I have attributed religious references to dogma and principles. But it goes beyond religion. It's also in spirituality, cause from a come to whatever you can see. Some are just forcing to belong because only principles on social principles be and if President Mahama or tourist minister decide to sieve or not so decide they say or separated the child from the wheat on social media about spirituality. Obe to me the obi at na no aka chofe fa principles bra. What the principle ne ba no mo akọ internet no so no mo akọ books no mo ache say you be principles it belongs to that person. Ade we time you start sorry no mo ka wo ho say so obi make you now be the spiritual father na spiritual mother members are all ye ni nyina no eba wo ho. Eba wo a wo grooming in the this is what they were trying to communicate. Na Nyankopon so kan asem bi wo Bible ni mo na mo kan ye or say the word of God is principles and or say God himself is a principle God. Into anything na nipa ye any principles no eni nyina so. Into so bi kan asem bi na obi ye show bi na ye wo fe na wo tama omo pese omo CV Abrabono suma Ghana for they should just call every spiritual person. Come with your principles, your structures. Where am I making? Because you should be natural to that is if you can. Because you should be natural na fatuo. And because this editorial is about dogma, I want to explain how I understand it. So that obia encrofote na dogma and a dogma and a dogma. Minji this obia shada for dogma to I explain it. So let's do this today. So that you flow with me per my understanding. Mema uhu bibia yeah. So that only me be kwa uni baby a woko ye so ye with full principles. We are not copying and pasting anything. Because sometimes when you see dogma, eteki nyame menka nyame adoma na say eteki akoma and away to media ase. And those who also copy and paste it and claim it's their own can better interpret it to their followers. So we for say they are maker. Me editorials amaye. Me ye twin flame editorials. She date e wo ho. I did ayahuasca editorial. She date e wo ho. I have the principles. It's been going on for ages and we don't have any trauma. We don't have any issues. So if you are picking anything from me, it's okay, it's cool. I have a lot of light and lot of energy. Everybody tap into it. The reason you will find my hand, my name in your prosperity, no matter what you do. Me who am Maame Grace ho. Me who you cannot do away with this. It is my principle that you are tapping into it. It's so cool. There's no problem with it. Stop struggling with it. You cannot claim ownership of my editorial. You don't have what it takes. It's not about bragging. And no moment no ento honomo. Inti me to me bona matrete dogma mu e the amount because dogma is happening everywhere. Medical trust is all about principle. Spirituality itself is about principle. God himself is a principle God. Inti so be ye bibi na ye wo fe. Na wo tap into it. It's so cool. But don't struggle with it trying to claim ownership because you don't have principles about whatever you have tapped into. But it's so cool for you to tap into it. Dana yenya apostle is it Kave yenya no wahano not all can same be say so pesa wo ye dia me ye ni bia. It's okay, pick something and do it, but don't try and be like ubetumi enye emfa. And you know this because you this very platform here wo share no it serves the entire media space when it comes to spirituality. Take it or leave it. All the topics, the setup and everything. Now, we even have spiritual news. And what brought about this? You cannot say a thing without this. It serves the media space when it comes to spirituality. One topic, Ayebeka, when we say full moon is everywhere. When we say this is everywhere. Anything we say here is scattered. The guests, when you follow people, you realize that episodes, editorials, will be 5. No matter unless you are ignorant. We are happy. We are not actually complaining. But the point I'm trying to make is that we have principles. The reason people have the ability to tap into what we do. Into from program, from guests, from setup, from questions. Questions now bisa. It's beautiful, but don't claim ownership because for this editorial purposes, dogma is when people may not know or understand where something came from, but they follow blindly with their whole heart and mind. This is what is called dogma. So I want to dogma say, and then a boom pa. Like just having so much belief in something that you cannot explain its basis or sanity. That is what is called dogma. What do I so much? You be some questions for one now ye no na wakwa who need answers papa bia ube ye be what is crystal who see a free a realm and a better chance in them and this is what is called dogma. But when you start to play with it and you get 2-3 people to buy it because we are in a continent and Crawford sabe mo fanchame ya nwini kwachire ya dwendwen ahye yeso and ya ho kire ne ye bere so ahye yeso inti bibia kwan kitwe bia ne ye fa so ye ni adage a ye de twan mature things because ye feel say eno eche. So we are always chasing premature things. Enti ekromo hampo asemba na omoka asem na baby a omodi omo frequency na kono wotina chire na ohwe asem na wo say asem a maami kan anka enunie. Why have they left the importance of the conversation? Now rather no omo hwe ahadu mu say your condition no enti ama when people pick and crofo eniama na omo de kwa we are not able to at least find out until ye a lot of things are to me explaining the basis and in the sanity. You just follow it religiously because obi edi echire wati way obi apeso ye bi especially consciousness eba ni awakening dia aye basa ebi nim say awakening si baabi ade ye kotam e de ma no because of awakening wo say last week me catch o last 2 weeks celibacy wo efa wo ho wo bibini o ko practice celibacy wo da How old are you? Now go practice celibacy in the name of awakening. Gina ho na obehu. This has become a bigger issue for us. Obiye ye bibi without principles. We can we na eye ohun se nipa di akira na we ya te ha na de ko na make to say whether you like me or not, don't worry. But you cannot dispute the fact that this platform is the only platform. You play advert back to back knowledge you keep and you say you kwa na yakofa one episode near the abema ya beba advert ni ya penipa akọ ya beba we are back to back yet ya ma we comfortable we keep growing ya ma time bisa questions na yenyi normal. But for a principle in the editorials that I've done what I meant by principles is like what I am doing now, giving an idea standard for people to consider and adapt. This is what is called principles. And she said, would ni adaje? I want to mean tinaha. Because ya wo, unyem yenyemo, ya wo wono, o ria, o tenase, o ria ye, and na nante ye, and na utu mirika, and then they will make decisions. This is what this platform does. A life. And escape cosmic laws, enforcing bibia against onipa daseni ne package a woni mu no. It will walk you through from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. So when you find yourself like the Bible say, when the Son of God set you free, you are free indeed. That is what this platform represents. Principles, not dogma. We are not copying anything and pasting anything. You can cross-check from over 2,000 editorials that I have done on my platform. Ubetumia cross-check it. Na washe mpatwa meba. Mama mi explain bibi wa hase ni ento aso. For example, I have envisioned spiritual mysteries and I use it to create an editorial. Tienye one baby me messages ni free. Me say I have envisioned spiritual mysteries and I use it to create an editorial about the goddess Oshun. Sa Oshun episode na me no. This is where I got it from. If you watch or read my well-prepared presentation and you think it makes some sense to you and you adapt the idea into your craft, you are using my principle. That is my principles. It is fine, like I said, it's so cool. So when I say I am the mother of all spiritual platformers, I mean, those who come closer that I want to do this, we add up. I mean, at this age, we add up. But when you pick it, it's cool. Don't try to claim ownership. And no more dear. Se minyo be asoye pa dia. Hard do. Emo wan say me matete court ho. Me ma almost just I rig to court to defending ma. The children have that pass through my thing. Do you get it? Not adopted children who those who can myself the labor ward. Ma we ye di agro. We love people. We are open and all that. It doesn't mean we are ignorant. No. We know how to chastise children. Until you bet chastise, say, well, now what nasi cool, now what because we want them well. And all principles have owners or originators. We are discussing the illusions of dogma. And I'm saying, Christosum, any Christian marriage, if there's anything like that. And no, I'm saying, don't get angry. Me pese me no femu ana wa get word no dogma no. Na fe what principles so as so that me fiegu wo ma wa. Na wa koka e ma obumfu now. Wo hwe wi a wo de dia opa bi afaye me. Na me hu se wa hye wa calculate nti dia wo de be ye bi bia de ye me na me hu se ye ni da ho. Na adwen bi. That is why it doesn't matter if you take any of my editorials and do whatever. I don't care. You have just eaten into my principles. You are vibrating on my ideas. Simple as that. You physically, you would not admit because you have some cockroaches around. So you would want to prove a point. Me momu de me ntonhwe na me nye advert nti me hia nkrofo me ya advert ama me. There is no problem about that. And I mean, no problem. So when you play your advert, but I'm teaching the public. So one admit ya, who the echo. But under one panel, so you know, say, hey, Mami, where me call ye, a day where you can move no cranny, a boy mute, I then a day I may and mean jai. Because at the end of the day, no, I don't, like I said, I don't care. But me didn't I may using it wrongly. So in this case, I am going to talk about some dogmas that exist in religion that have caused a delusion in the minds of followers, thinking these dogmas are laws and principles, which is not. Meanwhile, they are just baseless claims followed by blind faith. Omo what documented a year made to media canteen and me peke hono. But it is going on everywhere. Every Muslim, claim so ye papa bi anim se omo wo bo ka ne mushrik. Every Christian bi ojidi so ye Christo ni papa no anim so omo wo omo na omo kan Christo ni papa na Christo ni bone. Obi o ye bosumsum ni bia spiritual person bi ani wono ma onim se ye wo great spiritual people and we have hula balloons. Obi anim. Enti the American no ye use Christendom no eno nkyere se ba bi adwo but omo no omo wo a book that they depend on I bet you use book no e dey abagani your case eno ti na me use because if I should use my principles for you right now obeka say ye me idea me believe but this is what everybody is depending on say one gi antum mpo ende a wo ma me de 2 months a wo pie free mu. So that is where we are going to use. Now, let's look at Christosome. Mema Uremfi said we are discussing the illusion of dogma. I am always the prettiest preacher. Now, what's your time with Maame Grace? Now, Christosome. The first baseless claim to any authority is Christianity. I will explain. Don't get angry yet. From the leadership to the lowest follower, as Christians, we feel we have some sort of jurisdictional authority and power over people and places. Sana Christopher Philly say omo wo power bi. Di omo beka bia eye final. Omo no wo tumi wo wiase di omo kan nyina na eye. E na omo acheche president ni ministers na tetare omo feel say they have some power. Do they have some sort of power? Don't get angry yet too. But wait before you go and get gaga on my head. Wait. Let me finish explaining this to you. Now calculate it and say na wama obuafu. It is always that big church leaders assume some white authority and arrogance until they are faced with real authority. I remember I went to the gym and I met a group of bishops. Apparently, they be me bawa na omo hwe me na me so na me na manima asabosoma akom dini me menchia wa ntumi nchia me o ayo social media na aye we nti na asayi Mr. Minam kromo a me nchia wa ntumi nchia me enye se me hu ehu o but the way amenam ho na me yekọ no se me yabosom o se me yesamanya o ntumi hu. I thank God for social media because it makes people talk to me like anyhow they want. But before unko me got to group of pastors. Apparently, I come to the gym and they see me. Inti we dey many sheba kun bi so na say you is bra me show no so na say come. Me call ye no. Omo ye be 5. No say why are you so aggressive? Can you calm down? Now me say mo fa mo offering ni bi be supporting me na me bra down. No say we want you to stop. Name what you want. Now me say Asuma omu die hunehuna na obi sam say na are you a Christian? No say me you cry I know you more than yourself. No baby sam say are you a Christian? Na me sam say you said you know me more than myself, but now you are asking me whether I'm a Christian. That one you didn't see. Hunehuna. They feel some of them have become pain gods. Anything they say find out. Obi aware de yere. Bibi omo beye bi ade omo akosofo no waka kire omo. Sosofo ka kire gu se ukunu njawa you are finished. Or say we yirinja you are finished. Fa wo girl kone sika wo ho no say obepe with another lady. Dia wo de ne call no. obetumi awe esere from northern region to voter region. Osofo ni si no a it's a no. But what power? A day power na sankrofo we. Some of them omo omo abeda na nyame omo kasa na obi edwane. Ah! Nobody is above the law. Sana Ghana fompo. Omoka. Ti ye pese ye hu se de ben law, de ben tumi, e na sa Christians yi omo wa omo bro emra no eso. Don't get angry. Let's finish this episode before you get angry. I told you already, I was a church girl. Me, I have been in church more than anybody. When we were in church, now Mama Christine do tete. And now woman be a friend aroma of Christ, minim so da so wa. And Maame baako owonungwa gata kese ne chomo friend ma Julie minimi fees, she's also still there. Mean to me, I have been a church girl. Because girl na makai. Obi twa me episode bi. And na opposed to ye. So uncle for me post small videos. I don't remember the name and Kamebo ni din. It's either Oforimiki or Bibi. I don't remember the name. Or try to try me small videos now or posting. That's beautiful. I have said multiple times that me, I'm a mother. You can do anything you want to do with me just to promote yourself, but don't bring me down. That one I won't agree. And Uncle for did at the power post to Nasi. And Abako say useless girl. And I'm saying, oh, guy, why a mistake? Useless me in school, but don't say I'm a useless girl. I'm a useless woman. So add woman to it. I was a church girl. I am the sort of a girl me ba sorry or sophobia pemasem. You will call me a church rat. You will call me a church rat. You have not been to church more than me. I'm telling you this. Either have you paid more tithes than I am. Me no omo bosika na ye ne ye betua like ye be masika no. That time no so because sorry no or park car na just so ye guy. That time na mobile phone no e blue bi sa no na wunya call a wo twe aba na esi na pampam no na ukita bia. Motorola. Hey! God and this. When we were and no ne do asori ho no ma. Yeah, you cause you call late. Nya sempa boade ten. We be show guy. I sorry yeah dear. If I tell you how much investment I have committed into Christianity, you will be shocked. I'm telling you. You will marvel because you cannot achieve even if you are given a second life to come and do what I have done for the church. Dia me ye ni nyina omo ehu ade ba ko a me de me ase. Said sankrofo we omo tricks ni nyina nobody was able to enter my legs and can then come use against me. I dig ground. More chance. They would lie to you, they would deceive you, and some of the girls, how they were treating them, sleeping with them. Na Guinness, that time no make an omuni momo. Guinness no mo friend no odeku. Omo benum Guinness na, they will tell us the singers they say they want odeku. Ti ye to odeku Guinness na ye de egu sa red plastic cup yimu. Ni ye hwie gu memma ni ye tu coke ni ye de asi nchen no jo benum Guinness bi 10 bottles. Ya kwa sorry ye tun num ni wi a no blow ho nyina. We are not girls na no de omoko. God was with me. I kept my virginity till now. Why? You don't believe I'm a virgin? I kept my virginity from these monsters. And come to the singing and come starting with Kai. Kahono be coming afa. Say, well, now when you say when Jaya say, because I know a pastor me getting radio program man. Because when they were disturbing me, I wanted to leave. But now I'm person make ja airtime no because of what a man of God said. When I started radio, or no free, I was paying 3,000 for 30 seconds, 30 minutes. But I was paying and I had 5 years advance, 5 years contract. So when they started disturbing me and I didn't want to go, now I wanted to give it to a pastor to take it on. Because I didn't want to leave that airtime for, because of what that man said. Say, oh, munja na enchenisi kabesa, obeko, uti go free, obi itia. Inti na me person make jai, ama na ko, but edru baby, no, I exhausted. Like, the way I don't want to say certain things. Intina me pause for be dear, me de man no call 1 2 nana. Nkrofo no mo issues started some mo blackmail no say ma me mean to me. And ka me start radio no ke ho no mo be shut me down. Dia me komu no se nko mo wo bibi wo me ho anko mo dia awe me. Nanso nyame nti I have been to the church like I have served. Se nyame tie nipa se nyame tie nipa ka on tie obi aka than me. Otua nipa ka pa me no betua me ka because nim se masom my year adwuma no my invest ye ma second life cry untumi ye. Upon all this, I am telling you that Christianity has no authority, no law, and no principles. And I will explain. Don't get angry yet. They have nothing. I'm telling you. The only thing they have is they've been able to maneuver. They don't pay tax on the monies they take from the poor people. A tomato seller, pineapple seller will go and donate money, but they will not pay tithe. No mo fa nye o man ni yie na wo wie nso so a e kwan na o mo nam so kɔ no o mo nye kwan ni yie e so atutu saa no bi enye o mo hwe. That is the only thing they have no power. I said what? No power, no law, no principles. I'm about explaining. Don't get angry yet. Christianity is based on delusion and blind faith. Relax, let me explain first. The principle of Christianity is the Bible. Anameboa. But the Bible doesn't contain Christianity. There is nothing called religion in the Bible. Still don't get blood pressure because of what I'm saying. I said, wait and let me finish. Then you ask me a question. In the traditions of the Catholic faith, which is the only close religious sect with some principles, even though those principles are baseless. Omukra no mudin wom. Omu bibi kakra wom a omu claim say eyo principles, which I also said is baseless. I will explain. Don't get angry yet. Omukra ponuma pone mo ho afiri omo ho. Say omo yabosonsom for omo enka momo asem ho. Almost so, originator of the principles of the Bible. I will explain. Because on your mono ye fapim, edema Bible no. And also so, mesan actually, my yanko. For example, according to some traditions of the Catholic Church, it started on the day of Pentecost in the upper room of Jerusalem. According to some tradition, machirem. Also, the Catholic Church teaches that it is the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church founded by Jesus Christ. This is Catholic traditions. So if you are going to find out, I am giving you at the end of one apostle. Almost say apostolic for any pet and ye holy. Ye found you by Christ. Inti papa no nenjom no Slimbasta o si neyi num so wo free hini nya wo free hini wo so na woni na wo sesem krofo ma and then aye kantata enjom nko a inti no so si enu asem ni inti mo so amaka no mu free hin enum po still me say principles no. They are not the originators. And I explain. First of all, where in the Bible did Jesus start a Catholic church? Please. Who will answer now? Pacho, comment section. Why? Pacho, write it in the comment section for us. We are learning together. Baby, Bible actually say Yesu, Christo, estate apostolic church and as a Catholic church. I almost say almost traditions. No, sa anetino. Unima obetumi atro e wo comment section. That is one. Secondly, the Catholic Church is saying that from apostolic to Catholic, they are the only one and holy church that was started by Jesus. It means all other churches are bogus. And you mean miko. Enti mu free him, mu amakeka no. Mu free because mu papa Krampo a ye gitum so mo ye Roman fo e kro mo so mo nka ho mpoi. Wasa apone mo ho afiri o mo ho. Se o mo ya abosonsomfo nti mo firi hi. These are traditions and claims without basis in the Bible. Ade a making na so who full say wo Bible ni ma, please come to the platform and let's talk about it. And hweme nko ame ho enipa wa platform ni so you close to 400,000 people. Inti se wo ba wa boa o mu nyina esave o mo besi wa o mo a obetime esave na ye a ye say no so ya say yakọ nti men kasa me hu ayi wonni me ho adaje is so cool ba nyankrofo na e wo platform no so e ho adaje na bra na be kire nti mu firi hi. These are traditions and claims without basis in the Bible. The omo kan nyina so ni, which is the biggest authority of Christianity. Biggest authority of Christianity is the Bible. And asama omo kan na the basis no akukure. So what's the point here? So where do you stand as a Christian? Where do you stand? The amebubu mama unyina o Catholic ni apostolic fo no mpo. Omo di omo se omo ye di omo start here no so no, they don't own that principles in the Bible. O Kristo ni bia so ne fapem e na ye Bible no. Nti dia me pese me bisa o sesi e ni se konsoyele oyele tu pata onua ugina bia wo he in Yoruba language na meto ye no. Where do you belong? Who started Christianity and where is the basis that Jesus started a church in the Bible? Can you tell us? Don't come and quote for me, say, I will build the church on this rock and the gate of hell shall not prevail over it. He was talking about Mr. Paul. Paul Kotiwi. Sorry. Mind you, Christians don't believe any other doctrine apart from the Bible. So we cannot substantiate their existence with any other doctrine outside the Bible. Into any other book be a bekwakofa e de abagani Christopher case unless you feel otherwise. Until let's base only on the Bible. Listen to me before you go high. Now, let's get into the Bible. Jewish doctrine and religious sects are the only ones with the origins and mention in the Bible. From Genesis to Revelations, I have 1 million types of Bibles. I mean, I invested in the church. So I make me books. But where the Bible I don't know how many you have. I have over 50 different Bibles. I said Bible, not other books. It is a bia wo baby a wo betumi abeka kire yenya. Dia meka ye enye saa na ye tworo Roman wo ho tworo we wo. Please come. Let's have a conversation. It will do all of us good. Any omo a omo boa yen no so omo hye yen no so ebeboa omo. So Jewish doctrine and religious sects are the only ones original ye mention omo ewo Bible no mu. You bab. Let's continue. The Bible mentions several Jewish sects, including the Pharisees, Sadducees, Essenes, and Sicarii. These sects, you know, and a Bible and mention omo ewo Bible no mu. Don't forget we are looking at principles, laws, and authority. What you say? Anase power. And no na ye say obi wo bia. Ekwan obefa so ade no oye no obewo bi no e na maka akire wo no. The Bible did not mention any Christian church that was started by Pastor Jesus or Apostle Jesus or Bishop Jesus. What was his titles have? Na the title ye den mun kan kire me na menhwe. Bible a mention any church. Where I make a Church of Christ for na me benya bigger problem because Apostle Paul is not born a year. That mention Obia or Crofaya mention sect ni bi na mabobono. That does not mean those who go to church are lost or anything. I'm not saying that. Medical culture say onyansani na baby ayaboabu nipa no obe pete omo. I don't have a problem with them. My only problem is they're not giving them the knowledge. But now they be no more pieba. Say who be more platform so they are moving themselves and we will get there. It only means that you are in a category of dogma and blind faith. And not the amunjin to move straightforward. No argument. I need no other argument. I need no other plea. Yes, you can't bargain this. If someone tells you something without basis, you follow it wholeheartedly, whether it's good or bad. You follow whether it's true or lie. You follow. How? Follow. You just believe it and preach it like your life depends on it. It doesn't make sense to me. Up to now, when we ask questions, level be said you can't. There will be no answer. Baseless. It is a say na I had to say akoye ehunehuna. Can we you bet me the life ejina sadie we so ana. Ubisa question na answers into me ba. I feel almost say the nyame aka no into me bisa hwe na the case ends there. It doesn't make sense. I know some of you dogmatic people will come at me with different interpretations of the Bible verses from Paul's letters to the church in Colossians chapter 1, 2 Corinthians and 2 Thessalonians and Romans. May you sure some of the answers be free. Come, gather yourself like 40 people and sit me one side like this. Let's decode those scriptures. Share. It is okay. It is okay if you feel the condition where you sit or what you condition you find to me you okay. But it is so bad for you to refuse to know yourself. Say you are an African. Finding yourself is the only thing that will put fear on your masters. Because when you find yourself, pekai atom so mama ma ye ho te se nkrofo bi na wo bibi and na omu favor ye. Meanwhile no, they are rather putting us in a tunnel so that they can feel good. A na problem no one no. A ho and na me pain e wo. Why do we have to find ourselves as Africans in this condition? With bibia ye wo. It doesn't make sense. We are doing something wrong. And that is what I'm saying. Let's go back a little bit. Hey, say yes, original ye hoswa and crofo we almost row. Because omu nim so omu de yache baby to feel good. Say yes, sorry, say see a hunku abe pamom. Na ye yatana se. Na ye jina ho. Na ye defend the temporal food. Empete abra bonete sa. Ochina mesi mi dan. No CDOC. We don't want to think. It's so pathetic. Inti my ready. We go to me agada 40 people. Come. Kasongo. We will do it. Please don't worry yourself coming to, but if you want to, you can come. I'm telling you that no matter how you twist any interpretation, the term Christianity has no basis as a religion in the Bible. The platform is open. Even if you don't want to sit with me, you can still come and record your assembly and go. We will show you to the public. The Jews are the only ones with religious principles and structures well established in the Bible. You can never bargain this anywhere. And for my Catholic friends, I'm sorry, but Jesus did not start any Catholic church as you claim to have the only church that Jesus established. If you feel this is not so, come and let's talk about it. Per the Bible as your authority, it is not true anywhere because you are not part of the principles. You are not. Your name is not there. This is my mind. My platform is over 400,000 people, so come. It's opportunity for you to come and do evangelism. That will stop me from misleading people because that's the word you use the most. Why are you so much afraid of the truth? Let's continue. And you choose what to do with your mind. But understand that your acceptance and fellowship of baseless claim does not automatically make that claim a law. Inti mo pa mo ndani ye nyina Christopher. Any kremofo mo ndani ye nyina whatever. It doesn't mean you can change blood pressure. You will still go and buy that 3CD medication and opana one and say yare ni so. So be no mo nkwande nyina. What is this? Until you can do whatever. It doesn't change a thing. Say, at the end now, what you now copy from a platform. This new principles, baseless, blind faith. That is what Christianity is. Do whatever you want to do. You can bend the sea, and now you come and kill me again, like the last year, dear. Oh, la woo. So what dream? Ya obey be I want to mean done in the law. Ye da. Truthfully, what do you get in following? And stop here, one and stop here. What has it changed? What power? What authority? Nothing. She. And so, both Christopher and Ewiasefo, according to the Bible, are all the same. No difference. Abrabona eboni bibia asa yesa na so ni bibia kra expose mu. There's no difference between. Say ameti yesa muhu nsam ye bronsama. Monfa mingina Sunday church asori dan nanim. Na mba na ewo woni nyina omo nsa so machi ni metwam na yen hwese nso re baba meni omo ntama. Makeup. If you don't want wig, you are wearing makeup. If you don't want makeup, you are wearing atade. Wash your underwear, wash your pants, wo so for obo bet nkote baha. Baha na chechire bo wayase. Na fa na sisi for mentwitwa mo we ntwitwa ti medue mmerem na nya kusu. Ebi asini ni hwan. Ye nyina aso air condition o. Ye nyina ya glass window ni atutum. Ye nyina ya twika akwa bobi ente ponko so nti ne kura ne sei. Yeah. The Bible doesn't know you people. Onimo bia who principles onim. So tell your church leaders to stop assuming fake authority over president and MPs in the country, because the president has actual authority and power. The MP has power and authority. The pastor has nothing. He has only fear. No principles, no basis, baseless. It's rather unfortunate. Say, I don't know. Say, no so can political plan no one. I won't go there. Because me, it's be like say, I have enemies all over. So if I give pay, maybe I don't better say, baby, I to me, no can be mommy or tiny high. But you can't stop me. I'm unstoppable. I'm Kasongo. I am unkillables. I deform 24/7. Liberation of Africa is a must. We will die for it. And we don't care. A Christian pastor has dogma and depends on the blind faith of the people. Onishe. The day the people decide not to go to church, he can't do nothing. When they stopped, coronavirus came to shut the church doors. What was it? They couldn't have survived it. There is no law or principle in the Bible for you to go to church or pay tithe to a Christian pastor. Onishe, nothing. Or ignorance. And any blind faith, you know. And no verse in the Bible that says Christians are going to heaven. Write it in the comment section. Onko baby atwadwen me ne wa ne ye boha. Me say meto brodo wa brunsem gem. Na me de bia bram wo soro na mo de aye communion wine. Mo de ayi friend is urade adidi. Christianity faked its association with the Bible, even though the writers of the Bible have no idea who these people are. Obienimu. Mona mo force me nkrofo bebre klemi so omo ni mi ebi mu kura so omo ne me atena me fie da obi a me nam kroma me nkasa won tese me gina kromu kasa da woni me wai wu me wai na me hu me point me nchi am na me abe so ebi so on me sa na sem na kwa akoye e na me ni ma me grace na o madamfo e na me yese na me mi ko hu me da oni me. When you take a Bible, you feel so entitled to it. Your choice. Madam, go and sit down. Where is your church's name in the Bible? Write it for us. All the church you people go, where is the name in the Bible? If it is one church, why the different names? Who gave the name? Why have you given the name of the church different names? Where is it in the Bible? Because it's the same Bible. Left, right, and center. Your religion, where did the Bible mention it? Please, come and teach us. The platform is open. If not, then it's baseless. Oh, nyebe principles. Oh, blind faith. No show. You are just hypnotized into creating blind faith in it. Who knew who idea bia? When Emma Bible nisuya na ye modeno. What's your time with Maame Grace? Me didn't Maame Grace. I to me frame the Aupebia on this platform. I'm the prettiest preacher. Call me Kasongo Babe. You can also call me Saint Osika. I am the only living saint. I am Labraska, the sun goddess, Africa's only sun goddess. And Chebia, I'll bring you salvation. I'll bring you salvation. I'll bring you salvation. Me saba me maye tosu mi enu. Na me ba men na ne asase ni nyina, men na ne America. In fact, me sesa. Me de ne me nse ne sa na enye waste. Me change America ba. Na me change ba mo nse ne still there. Hey, now let's look at Christian marriage scam. Sorry. Most Christians do not know that there is nothing called Christian marriage in Ghana. There is nothing like that. Don't get angry. Wait. Let me finish. But there is nothing like that. White weddings, Christian weddings, or whatever you call church marriage do not have basis, both in law and doctrine. Wedding na moye na mache mwatare na musimu amode beche no. In fact, Christo you don't believe me. In fact, let me explain. Don't get angry yet. Let's do this. No Christian marriage exists. It's a dogma. Why is it a dogma? Adebia principles in who be a dogma. In Ghana, we have Muslim marriage, customary or traditional marriage, and ordinances which are governed by the law of Ghana. Aware a yewo kurom hayi ye kurom hayi eno na mabobo so ama won je yewo wa ha na mabobo so ama won no de yin na de ma Christopher yi. No Christian marriage exists. Omu ni hwe. You don't believe me? Wait. The omu can be a dogma. There is no principle, there is no law. Nothing. And I repeat, there is nothing called Christian marriage. In the types of marriages in Ghana, we have Muslim marriages, ordinance and traditional marriage. Christian marriage. They don't have principles. Wait, I'm coming. But many churches and pastors have assumed some fake power and authority over marriages, threatening young couples with shambolic delusional claims. So, Maame no papa will no money on one day I won't call heaven. Do you have marriage to decide this? Only right to decide, say, Obini Maame ne papa and worry yenti, or call heaven. Because you yourself, you don't have marriage. Your Jesus, and then Maame marry. Where did they marry her? It's because you don't have marriage. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, where was the marriage right? It's because you don't have marriage. Why are you people disturbing us? Making people borrow money for weddings. Osofo, why? They buy and buy Osofo's coat and Osofo's shoe. Now the young young people say, Osimen prena wari we get we na wari we tuni die wom no den kasene ma. What do you have? No power, no authority, no marriage. If this is a lie, I am giving you evidences. Come and prove it. Also, no pastor has any authority by law or religion to marry anyone in Ghana. Emre bi eni ho. Meboa. Emre bi eni ho. A Christopher Musia de. The ya friends wa begina ho bawe. And Jesus did no, move ya tight one. I'm telling you. Me say because of you people, I'm going to marry a politician. Na me de me sabe nu na suma ma motu ya tax. E wo tight na mo gino. I'm telling you, mark my words. No obegina obeji coat, obeji we. Owi ana kwa aware ni igu a. Uhu baby obefa na wa yira. Ono owu wo ne marriage mu. Na wa begina ho na otufu. Ha, Adam yasa. Osofo at 5 o'clock no we do office. Usuro wo yire chen gogome. 5. I saw the one now you dead die. 12 o'clock now coffee. Woo. Now to what say we young because people refuse to think. Oh kamini, obey power, obey nothing, obey noko. Minimin kebo. Ye yesu ba me. Min kebo akache obey noko no ba o ye power ko o save ibode ncha o hia. Obey power ye le yesu ba me. Minimin kebo. Uni hwe, uni shishi, uni fute. Ami grace in the car. You people are just misleading people. And I want your wedding. A Pentecost for me, somewhere. When I was young, so we engagement and representing marriage. I just was at a rubber one white. No, I bet you now. No more the Pentecost. A Merco penny no be cake. Say, what would you say? Adey, what is it about? That we cannot breathe. What do you have? Prove it, like evidences. One year wedding, and then kolanke to a move to starting life in a modru baby. Wedding, tinu weja, we future partner or best son wa bra bomu amount. Guy, we won't warren it da because obi a wako boroka to me a wedding. Well, 5 years later, we see a guy now one warren it because of wedding. Once a wujane. Unufu ba akuna akoda wechi. Na ba ko so say wanim te say kramofo omo heaven omo chechere omo bone egu omo kom ye be judge omo. You see your life because of wedding. Also for to make us oba we nya wo yere a untumi nware no oba we. What is the power? What is the basis? They should give us their principles because they are not part of the Bible. What is their principles? They should tell us. We want to know. They have zero authority. Me na me kan to marry you to anybody. Inti ahono mo begina na ye baseless. No news, no impartation. Aware no kura egu a unhu omo. Waje atade, waje shoe, na sika wo ho de a ene. It is just a dogma to go through such rituals. So we begina hono do ma aware. Useless. Aden na wo be boka bebre saying because of such of we just one day. I can't be done so chrome to be mammo. Assemble warrior no after no fa or beman be ja warrior no co. Who jaya warrior no or so for to me good marriage in mouth and your cotton alcohol. Into some fast one is saying. We keke. Obibini say, maintenance saying, you know who da. They are nothing, no, Minia. Absolutely nothing. Uyare uko hospital who tell you blood pressure ya about you, diabetes, insulin. Anameboa. What had they a damn pan on my a damn pan so mujina ho? I want to know. It's just a question. Don't get angry. Now I beg now. Now we should now want to mean protect. So why are you putting them together? You wed people. In fact, say our be a begubi am first house of one court. Because or your shady job. Because they call the thing wedding. Well, there be a welding window, or the daddy me no welding a boo, or no one welding a year. Let's take them on. I saw remember, Simon to me, you're wide. What to me, I mean, your cancer. I'll say, if you're wide, want to me, you're wide. Now, I'm take you one pastor on. You wedded me and my husband. I spent money, I made party, and didn't die in a wedding. You didn't wed it well. I will take you on. Can someone just set this record straight for me? It's like a group of people coming together to perform rituals. Anytime one of the members gets married, that is all. No benefit, nothing. Churches have assumed baseless authority over marriages to the extent that they can banish and suspend people from church who gets pregnant outside wedlock. Who are you? Who are you to force people to commit double crimes? And then one man crop 4-5 brought a geo yema boss when you bet me awo. Marriage ni betuna cool. Modern crofat chili niyama kong na momu ye niyama. Ya was so for the be wokom pa obi yare os men hospital. No, watina play muku ya. No, wako hospital wa bruti. I know one pastor on radio. Or a bishop. On radio. Say, you don't have to go to hospital. We went to America somewhere and I met him now. Me say, you could still be hospital. Now say, wabeye heart surgery. And say, and ya wanna me ba wanna me preaching we are about catch me say, Mobi, I was like, yo. Now hana me preaching we are obi ba ansa no aba. Now, what so like I kept my cool and I me try munim so ne ho to no mo buy mo san beto the same thing so e wo radio ni so nyame sa yare nyina se me nya chance bi a me se me wura politics because of this so that me shame emra emu adin amankrofo adeo mo ho na slavery no won de ayenya ye nuanum num bidi enemu no ano odin enti se mokohia wo ho a I just say why party no African crofo. Churches have assumed baseless authority over marriages. Omu ni hwe enya omu dia e na omu locking crofo wedding sesen. This is ankasa kora ho na wale ne maame. Christians are so delusional that pastors ordered them to go through counseling and expensive wedding ceremonies with the blind belief that the marriage has some sort of authority. How? Who? Sesen. Counseling no e dey na SAV. Someone who counseling, someone who money so. Why can't you think as an African, as a human being? Want to mean you know who's a dear way, a mammy, a dear way, and yeah, mammy, a dear be a catcher. Ha, Erewo, adding too much. 6 months counseling. Now, back on and he had not to open no war. Boligakra, this or back counseling answer. What's the essence? What's the point? What power do you have to do this? And a counselor, one back counselor marriage no cry no more to us that nan should ni mu date cry wow I saw what marriage cry almost should ni mu. If you go to church to marry and you don't perform any of the 3 types of marriages in Ghana, the American no Muslim, ordinance or traditional, that marriage is fake. Or so for be ni ho. I'll bet me aware. Christians have zero only marriage. They have nothing. I'm telling you this. And I'm actually mama evidences. And you can say anything out of hatred. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I've given you evidences. What else do you want to hear? Omo no bema was penny sikaso ho. Obi en person be kwa sign keke wedding ho. Debi so ko gina sorry dem wan say BBS aden. No church can autonomously perform a marriage without adding any of these 3 types. Also for wufunu kura ewu asempo ni so kwan. Only they are nothing no. Only a funu na ewu kura oni tutumi. Me ma me say man kwa atore a ade on pa ne say wo ho efe say me ba papa bi say na wawu ni akosi ewu nsamampo mi so unim say ho na ewinu wo. Unim say ho na ewinu wo. Endua na esisi wo no baba na me chele wo. Me chili bi ene ade yina. But a Muslim can marry by their Islamic marriage law. A traditional marriage is also accepted by law. The ordinance is backed by a law called Act 127. So Christian marriage, where do you belong? What is your basis? Why are you disturbing so much? What is backing your Christian marriage? What is your law? What is your principle? You people have nothing. And I want what he say, and I say, and I mean, what he say, and I say, it is only Christian marriage that is a sham. 0. But we believe it possesses some authority that doesn't exist. Blind authority. And I say, "Unya wedding," and I say, "Unya me wedding." And by the way, to make us say, "So unya wedding the enka." Se unkoye wasori dem de enka. Hey, e de na ho. Waso wo ho a wo de wo kọ abaifo dwa asu. Eno so ma yanwen. That is what I call dogma. Omo didi akoya dwene mi ade no twi ni ho. Twi ni ho. Nso ye wo se wanya bibi esi. This is what is called dogma. What else do you want to hear? Let's continue. Time am wo Pentecost no. Hey, so wanya wedding there na ayi Pentecost mema no. Omo da so sasa asa no. Me free watch I have to visit you guys one day. Say somewhere you do kunegu or part. Enti me asa no wo mema no. Mema no omo sa no omo sasa no omo dane omo ye omo de mo da so sasa asa na omo agai. Me ko watch e ho de wo ye engagement no anya wedding na. It's not recognized though. Still I worry. At what point? Ne krakra ne sen. Having blind faith in a baseless claim and passing it on to generation after generation. And then, why? I'm preaching about this because of the torture and problems some couples go through in the hands of Christianity and pastors in the name of church weddings or Christian marriage. Something that is not there. Baseless, useless, lawless, sham. We ni ye dia mankola ni bebre omo ware boys no. Boys ni be very responsible. I had to say dan ya behind the Ghana. Sanka dan ye 1 month 1 month I said e bi mu dwane kwa abrochiro mutia 1 month 1 month ya. Ah, anka Ghana obi ya wodan. Enkrofo ni bebre ti abroche se yesi omu ntia rent na Ghana for 2 years anka omo aba omkurom akwa na se akobobo apata. But because omutia 1 month 1 month nti omutumi tua. Nti sanka sa de ni bi wo Ghana ha na yetua da no 1 month 1 month anka a lot of people will be comfortable. Sa na marriage na koye. Boys ni bi wo they can live with some of the girls and they will make life. Who knows? Nobody knows tomorrow. Na mo de sa wedding asem yesi ho. Boy ni nipa ne be nante obi nye sika be no wedding pe no weja no hoko. Mutumi ko dem a ko hwese onipa no owo akonwa owo mpabo accident wo ho. Nti ko na nipa no wo cast 20 e no wo fie 100 na eja to ni nyinemu na hye ochena on ba around 0. This is what you based on to tell people they are ready for marriage. Ta! This is the reason why I'm shouting. I'm not shouting for me. I'm shouting for our generation. And what is not there, amudi hunu nkrofo. Enunti na meka we bebrebe. Anka me nka asem we. Mo de nkrofo to too many problems in the name of Christianity. Something that is not there. You don't have principles. You don't have laws. You have nothing. You have zero power. What disturb yes by force. Pairing people. Who do obi kwa so go do mpna kwa so na wo sika de e wan sha be nwa na ya pair na ma obi nso de bi egu so aye hu. They paint a gloomy and deceptive picture of church marriage having some power and authority, which meanwhile there's nothing. Adana mo yesa. They set by force rules and regulations, and usually most of these marriages end up in divorces, and a divorce is why they can't do nothing. But the question that most people who go through the divorce process in court after marrying in the church should ask themselves is, how come the pastor has no power in divorce cases? So what power they warrior? I don't know to me a divorce in mamu just a moko court. Someone so you're useless. And then you're useless. So don't go and say something you're useless. I believe in time, so I won't say anybody, human being is useless. No. But the case is useless, baseless. Sham. Wow. You want your husband's car and houses. In fact, I suffer so what's the point? Why don't you take your divorce to your pastor and see if he can get you the houses? If you're not muja wari anamo preno, ya pe japadio. Oh my God! I don't know ya munko ho. No mun jifie ni mamo. No be man kura wari ni guya no weja asore no. Oba no so to me jai. These people are nothing. When it comes to these things, ya kokan se aye mu ade ya dwen ya adwuma. Nso asema me kenti wa wo sha ene ne kwanso. Mama wa evidence so. Omo ankasa kura mu jai kura no mo pri niam no mo kokoto. They have no power. Ada na wo still so no wo power. Nti anya wedding wa sorry a wo mpene na fa hin kosi ada nti na wuja aware no waje wo ka na ma anya court na akọ. Nti ni power na wen. The pastor has no authority over divorce cases. Just say papa obonio or ye nobody. The pastor has no power over who divorces who or who takes what after divorce. Oni she. Enti ne kura ne se abusia. Don't let your blood pressure go up. Asama me ken wo de adwen ho. Edi kan na waka. If you are a wise person, you won't shout. You will just go and do your investigation and find out that Christianity is just a blind fellowship group without authority or whatsoever. They have nothing. Nothing. Zero. Weyo. Asama mini wuken. And me say mama evidences na mama proofs. They have no power. I call them fear introducers. Mechanism controllers. They have nothing. Just dogma. Mobo. Ade na ade we ye ntumi ndwen ho. Wedding na wo penti. Se nipa kura nya hwene mu. Akobo bosen akoye wedding ma adaneka eda wo so awoda awonda. Christianity is just like your Keep Fit club or your old school association. Don't get angry. That's it. That's the truth. You share common activities and bondings, but it has no legal authority or power. Nothing. And this is simple mathematics. Don't get angry. Don't insult me. It's okay. It's also nice. Go ahead. But don't insult me that I'm a useless girl. I'm not a girl. Use woman. I'm a useless woman. Use that one. So the fact that the members follow the group or club with their blind faith doesn't give the leaders right to assume some sort of authority and power over them. And until me sure na me ya me hunia me bi me bisa senti these people. Enti oni pakra o ye say ono a onim ne ho. Ansa na wama these baseless principle people. Chale. If you allow yourself to be absorbed into baseless claims and form blind faith in them, you will be taken advantage of. I'm telling you, from everywhere, I come for everywhere, spiritual, everywhere. This is what I'm preaching to you. This is what I am preaching to you, Minya. There are many sad stories of pastors who sleep with ladies before they bless their marriages. My office, my children baby, I'm starting my office ni free. The bedroom baby, I'm a bedroom. October, my office will be 28 years operating. Just that it started from prophetics. So as a prophetess, Maame Grace. Mio, Uravi, prophetess Mama Grace, Akumono Minio. Why are you shocked? It's the same person. I've been in this thing for long. From when we were some pastors charge expensive fees before they bless marriages. And that's how no one can say, ubeto shoe, ubeto coat, ubeto say, bikura car. Some even create laws and rules for the couples to obey. Grown-up man, awawale wo yire. Eni uku. E man no kra de na edin dia oni kunu beka bia je se wakosofo no ho aba. Otumi wo sika na sofo onim, osi dan sofo onim ni kunu onim. Hey! Ni sofo ne frɛ no kra ni kunu butu so ba why now hweban ho asore akọ. Why live in slavery by your own people because of dogma? Why? Eno na mean to mean ase. Who need be cry say we please your sofo no. You have to buy something. Raise fans say wutumi tuye bi. Say wutumi tuye bi. Na wutumi ye we. Eti say we say. Say we say. Why? Something that is not there. Something that has no basis. Something that does not exist. That's something that has no power, no law, no authority. Eba ne say na de wetimi ye ni passing. Etimi ahye nipa so sei. Na omo ni nkrofo ye dash fam. Bibia embra bia Bible shema mu bia because mu ni principles until you have failed. What are we saying? What we are saying is we should go back and bring our culture, our principles, our laws into our lives. So we can restructure and find out what can be done about our lives. So we can get better. Where your problem? Why should I be your enemy for saying this? Minia. Anyway, today I hope you have enjoyed my explanation of dogma in my everyday preachings. There be a mechanic dogma and a dogma and a dogma. Mama we baby a free. Enti papa ya sapon ni ndom na say Christopher ni we mu na Nyankopon ni said ye nyina ye di tun say Christopher. It's not true. Nobody from birth to death ensuo awo ensuo eto ewie ebo nobody is different. Ye ni wiase ni ye ni okristo ni. Ye nyina obi anya obi a. Bibia ni wiase asi Kristo ni so ebi nsi wiase ni so da na bibia so ni wasi wiase ni so a ebi nsi Kristo ni so da nti ne kura ne sen. Obi ewu, obi ayare. Baby ayeko ye nyina na yeko. Blood pressure duro. You dey drink. Wiase ni so no from our BBM. Kenya Christianity in terms of the Bible itself is baseless. It's not part. Mama yen delve deeper into these things. Na me akasa me take me time. Na ya kosa ansem we mu next week ebusua. Liberation of Africa is much important. I'm telling you, we should make sure this happen. Ehia. We have to understand. Say, ye say nipa we ni yen sori njina wo ni yen fa ye hu ento ebinum so. Mo ma ye ntena se ye nya obi a ye ma amanfo a ye hu wo omsumum en feel good na enye te so mo ye bibi amaye. Enye proper what we have here in Africa and what we are going through because of all these baseless things we are killing ourselves for. Ehun hia. You are not wrong. Say ade na abesi wo no, who said dia wo ye no, but it is very wrong. Say who said no, this is not me. Ese mi ye bibi na mis den sakra ye bre me ma. It is so wrong to think like that. We are too smart to behave the way we are behaving. We should not let people feel say they are making us feel better. Instead say omu kum ye no, they are rather making us feel so omu boy rather. Because we have refused to find who we are as Africans. This is the reason I talk every day. Every day. Liberation of Africa is everything we should fight for. We need it. We want it. We want to recover and discover ourselves again. So we can make Africa the greatest place ever. I tell you, Africa will be great again. No matter what. This is my message. Shalom. Peace.